What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders, college graduates, entrepreneurs, hustlers, anybody trying to make something out of nothing. Y'all already know what it is. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. And the reason being is because I hate to say it, but I told you so. And I get it. GameStop's talking about issuing a dividend. I'm pretty sure all of you have heard it, right? But look at what we had to go through to get here, and it's still no confirmation that we're going to be successful. After all the manipulation and corruption, somebody's supposed to be in jail at this point. These hedge funds and these institutions are not supposed to still be able to operate this way, in my opinion. I know everybody's excited about the dividend. I know everybody's excited about Ryan Cohen. I just wanted to jump in and say maybe he's a part of it as well, because I'm sorry to say it, it's no way in hell that this can be orchestrated without, somebody above him pulling the strings. That's one of the reasons why I don't, I'm not getting pumped about this stock split. I'm not pumped about the dividend or anything, because retail is about to lose. That's what we don't see. I told people this last year. That's the reason why you can see GameStop and AMC. Well, GameStop jumped 10, 15, 20% after market. And then once, the market opens, it drops 25, 30%. Okay? It should be no way in hell that this is possible. That's the reasons why I was doing those videos saying the lie behind the short squeeze. I'm nowhere near a professional trader or neither do I have 5, 10 plus years of experience, but I still have common sense. You know what I mean? I still have common sense. I'm still capable of paying attention. You know what I mean? We had the trading halts that, happened, going into Wednesday, or was that Tuesday? Around 9:38, we had a halt where traders were getting alerts saying that their options were $400 or $500 in the money, which says to me or anybody else that that's how high the stock is supposed to be. Or, because it's some algorithm inside of the computer alerting, them of that price, because it's something inside of the algorithm in the stock market that's, revealing, in my opinion, that the stock is that high. Now, what we're seeing on our screens is different, but behind closed doors, we don't know what's going on. Like one time my portfolio jumped an extra $100,000 and then maybe 2 minutes later it disappeared. So it's a lot going on, man. You got Citadel, out here controlling the whole game. People really do think Ken Griffin is really being attacked. And if he is, he's just a puppet that they choose to throw under the bus, in my opinion, because there are a lot of other people that are, against retail and doing this for money. I told you back then, hedge funds, they're happy with 10% a year, 15% a year. Now that GameStop is moving the way that it is, and you have retail jumping in and out of it the way that it is, they do, trading it every day. They can get that 10% every week, 15, 20, 30% every week. This is a discussion that, I've had before. And with this split, I know I'm rambling as well, because, it's been a while. And honestly, I just wanted to give my piece. I just think this split is bullshit as well. All these companies are deciding to have splits, and it's because more and more people are becoming aware of trading and investing. So the split isn't really working out for us. It's working out for the company. They're just issuing more shares. And that right there, in my opinion, is what could stop the MOAS or stop a squeeze. So it's just, in my opinion, man, there's a lot of YouTube content creators out there that are giving you uh fundamentals, and they're trying to give you book terminology based on certain things. But from what we've seen, if anything was going by the book, these guys would be already in jail. Ken Griffin would be in jail. Citadel would be tanked. You know what I mean? You got people like Janet Yellen getting paid absorbent amounts of money to speak on Zoom calls and shit. You got crooks like Jerome Powell and fucking, Gary Gensler that's fucking up the game with crypto and in the stock market. I mean, the SEC isn't doing shit. The DTCC isn't doing shit. I mean, I don't understand what's making people now. Don't get it twisted. I think you can make a lot of money off of GameStop. I think that GameStop will still be a $500 to $1,000 stock in the future. I still believe that based on how the world is moving into this digital, age. I completely understand that, but when it comes to retail thinking that GameStop will squeeze over $100,000, $200,000 a share, even if it does happen, I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen next month. I mean, the 2008 market crash, it took 2 years, 3 years for, Michael Berry and anybody that shorted the housing market to get paid. It took years. So, I mean, even with that, me knowing that, it's just like, I mean, hey, man, this could be a long time. There's only so many people that's going to actually catch it if that happens to take place. I mean, and then most people are not going to catch it at the peak anyway. I mean, you're not going to catch it. Everybody's not going to catch it at 100K. Some people might catch it if it does go up at 10, 20, 50. Everybody's not going to catch it at 100K, even if that does happen. And with all the money that they've made this last year off of retail, these people can literally wipe out the United States debt. I mean, it's only like 28, 29 trillion. They could have wiped that out, basically making all the money that they've made off of us this last 2 years, just with GameStop and AMC alone. So I mean, personally, I want to see where this goes in June. I mean, because they'll have the stock split based on shareholders' request or how we feel. Please tell me what you think. I know a lot of you guys are looking to hear something exciting or interesting. Of course, I'm still holding shares of GameStop. I'll keep holding shares of GameStop. But it's not for the reasons that I held it, a year ago. I'm not as pumped as I was about the squeeze or anything, because I believe it would have squeezed already. I believe that hedge funds have covered several times. That's the reason why we're getting these price jumps after hours and before market open. And I just think that the narrative is being set for retail psychologically to keep on investing, keep buying the dips, so that way they can constantly keep making money. I mean, you put in $1,000 and it jumps up $1,000. You just made $1,000. They put in 5 or 10 million and it jumps. They can make another 10 or 15, 20 million. You know what I mean? When you have more money, you can make more money. So I think for us, we're looking at it like, oh my God, if it just goes up to $500, they don't need that. The stock can jump 5 or 10% for them and they'll come off lovely. So I think it's just all being manipulated to make retail believe that this corruption is being, monitored now, and we're doing something about it behind closed doors, when the alphabet boys, the feds, they're all in cahoots, in my opinion. If the president got involved, the government or whatever, which we've heard months ago, and it's just so many different things I believe that's being said just to keep retail in so that these people can constantly make money. I mean, we are their golden ticket right now, holding AMC and GameStop, because we constantly keep the stocks up so that they can constantly keep trading it. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. Don't believe these YouTube content creators. That was one of the reasons why I stopped doing videos, because GameStop and AMC became cult-like. If you didn't say anything positive about these two stocks, you were getting chewed out. So I just decided to fall back, because all the people that's talking about GameStop and AMC now, they were not talking about GameStop and AMC when I was talking about it almost 2 years ago. When Nephew Millions was talking about it, when Deep in Value was talking about it, I didn't see nobody talking about GameStop and AMC until it exploded. And now you have people jumping back on GameStop that, we're talking about AMC, but now they're on GameStop because it's running and they can make a couple dollars based on their views, or it's just a whole bunch of, getting it while the getting's good, pretty much, just people trying to capitalize based on the moment, and that's what I don't think a lot of retail investors see. I mean, explain to me, how can GameStop jump 10, 15% after hours, and then it drops 20 to 30% when the market opens? You explain that to me. You explain why we had a hard time pushing over 174 yesterday, 175. And the minute the market closes, it shoots up to 204. Or do you really believe that with them being capable of manipulating this stock and these stocks the way that they are, do you really believe that these people are going to receive some type of consequences? I just doubt it, and I believe everything that's happening right now is to keep retail in so that they can keep making money. They have never had a cheat code like this ever. We have given them the ultimate cheat code. Now we think because we're exposing them that it's helping, but they're just reconfiguring the game so it can help them the best way that it can. In my opinion, like I've been saying, go watch some of my videos, the lie before the squeeze, and shit. Just go do it. Just go check me out. And I know I'm not saying what every other, YouTube content creator is saying, but just go check out what I was saying back a year ago, a year and a half ago. So that's all I really got to say. Look at this. Look at it. It's the same as yesterday, struggling to go over 175. And then when it did jump up over 180, it quickly got mashed back down. So, please, man, you tell me, how can Citadel, Ken Griffin, and these hedge funds do this? I read that they got banned in China for illegal short selling. Citadel was banned in China for illegal short selling, but they're capable of they're the market makers and everything here. It just doesn't make any sense. None of it. And these people aren't in jail. Come on, man. None of it makes sense. Everybody's fooling us. Charles Payne, Trades. Matt Kors, all them dudes, they're getting paid and they've made lots of money. Lots. While retail is still holding the bag. You guys better wake up and make your money while you can. It's Kavai Ray Valentine. I know it's been a while, and I know I was just blabbing, just saying whatever comes to mind. But hey, man, it's no point in me trying to, break down fundamentally what's going on with GameStop. We know they're cash heavy. We know they have no debt. And if they wanted to kill the shorts right now, they could destroy shorts. That little punk ass $100,000 or 100,000 shares that Ryan Cohen bought last week didn't do shit. It didn't do nothing. So I don't understand why retail is so pumped about this when they're just constantly giving you good news to keep you in it so you don't jump out. Because if you jump out, that will kill this cheat code for them. They need to psychologically keep you engaged at the same time, not kill you enough to get you, to sell all your shares. I mean, this is just my opinion, man. Please tell me what you think. Leave it down in the comment box. It's Kavire Valentine. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm out of here. I don't even got nothing else to say. I was mind blown yesterday, like, oh, so everybody's hyped about the share, a stock split and a dividend and this and that. But I mean, if they don't know how many synthetic shares is out there and they don't even know how many, shares have been shorted, how they're going to have a stock split and count, I mean, what they say, they'll issue 1 billion shares or something like that. I don't even feel like reading the article over, but it just doesn't make any sense. And to me, this is clearly an opportunity to make more money off of the split because they're going to issue more shares, meaning more people will get involved. In institutions, these hedge funds, they are going to eat this alive. And this is going to be an opportunity for them to make more money. That's just my opinion. These stock splits are killing people. They're killing people. People really believe that these stock splits are a good thing. They're not. They're not. They're issuing more shares, which is watering down your profits. Period. I'm out of here.